And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport here on a Wednesday. And once again, it is the Barnes and Tony show. How you doing, sir?
What's up, dude? I'm doing great, man. Woke up today. Big news, dude. Rangers in the wild card spot. You'll have to see that with Detroit's loss, dude.
Of John Pollock. We did
sorry,
warn him, though.
Sorry.
We did warn him, right?
But hey, someone's got to lose sometimes, right. I made the Arnie Palmy alert this morning as well, dude. So I'm stoked for that, man. Gonna be great, dude. And I'm not gonna lie, waking up like smelling like kind of spring in the air a little bit, like kind of puts me in the mood to go golfing, dude.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited to get out there, later this week, and really just hoping we'll see. Maybe honestly later on I might go to the range. We'll see.
Oh, there we go.
Because I just would hate to get to the first tee, go through the trouble, bring in the clubs and stuff, and then it's like, it's like, have you ever had it though, where it's like you almost just want to go home, like it's that bad?
I mean, I guess it is more consistently bad for me, so I'm not really surprised when that happens. But I know what you mean.
I know, just with random people, it's
breakfast
the
ball,
worst.
dude.
Like I have had somebody told me, and this was in like the midst of like a really bad slump, and like this is where earlier in the year, I'm shooting in the 80s, and then just had a couple of rounds where I just couldn't do anything, and it's like, yeah, I hate to tell you, buddy, and this is the back tees at Gaynor, which are not far at all.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a blue tees player.
Oh my God, really?
I teed off and almost hit him because he was standing on the right, and I just
oh my God, dude, that's crazy.
So I feel like we've all been there before, but yeah, I feel like the range, even though I'm not a range guy.
Just a warm up, dude.
Just a warm up would probably be pretty solid. So I will probably take a look at that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, dude, but like something about when you have like a dewy morning, like it's just like kind of a little chilly, but you smell the moisture in the air. Like that just reminds me of golf. That early morning dew, dude. Yes,
but
exactly.
You haven't really had too many early morning tea times, right? Here and there, right? But more so later in the day?
Yeah, I guess so. There was on Andy's bachelor party, I think we had like a 7:30 tea time or something like that, dude.
Okay. Hungover or no?
Yeah, dude. But screwdrivers brought them to the golf course.
The air too kind of gets you.
Oh
gets
yeah,
you back,
dude.
Which
Oh
is
yeah,
nice.
for sure. And that was. I mean, it's fun. It's fun, especially when you got guys to do it with too.
Yeah, exactly.
You're all hungover. We're all in the same place.
Yeah, exactly. And then by the turn, it's like it never happened.
Couple of dogs.
Hopefully they're good dogs, because sometimes golf course hot dogs not the best.
Like a movie theater dog, dude. Just been sitting there in the rotisserie thing.
I definitely told you about this. It was like 2 years ago, but I had a gray colored hot dog from this course in New York.
Oh, you definitely did. Yep.
Somers, because I always would say it's Summers, but it's Somers.
1-star review.
Oh, 1-star review, yeah. No, I literally go, I don't know what was worse, the condition of the course or my gray-colored hot dog on the turn.
Oh, Jesus,
you
dude.
can't make it up, Tony.
You really
just can't. But I see we have a bunch of comments, so let's get to those. Michael!
Yes, dude. Bukta is, of course, riled. The Lakers, Luka, the stocks are rising. Luka, he says. My Luka Lakers white jersey arrived yesterday. I'm hype. Brian was telling me the photo, dude. Interesting. He went with the white jersey, the away color.
Interesting.
Right?
But it's a nice jersey, though.
No, yeah, it is. No doubt. Him and LeBron are by far the best duo in the NBA right now. What do you think they rank now at this point? Because they combined 64 points last night, dude. They've been winning. Lakers, newfound glory.
They're in the top 3 to 5, right? They have to be.
Yeah, I guess so, dude. And then he says, when I take Luka to Disneyland, not only are we going on a fuck ton of rides and eat at Flow V8s and stuff our faces, but we're going to be cruising around Disneyland all day long, baby.
I didn't know Luca was a Disneyland guy.
I could see him enjoying Disney, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
never know, right? Maybe it would be what is it? The Epcot, the drinking around the
drink,
world.
the eat, exactly.
Yeah, the drinking,
the drinking and
seems
eating,
more,
dude.
not so much ride for Luca. The
Yeah.
beer.
The beer, dude.
Beer belly.
The beer Buckta, dude. Shout out to DTV and TC. Says Josh B in the house says, "Yo, what up, fam, dude?" And I forgot to send a photo of my sausage and pepper sandwich again last night.
So
dude.
good though.
Dude, it's kind of crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I may even run it back next week.
Wow.
Because it's just like, dude, the caramelized onions with the peppers. Oh my
Wait,
god,
I forgot.
dude.
The sausage was from Stop and Shop or no?
Yeah, Stop and Shop, dude. I do half sweet, half spicy.
What brand?
Stop and Shop brand,
Stop and
dude.
Shop brand,
Yeah,
half
dude.
sweet,
On
half
sale.
spicy. That's how you do
Very
it.
good,
That's how you
dude.
do it.
Yep, very good. The butcher's there. I guess you could trust him. Ernie says, "Yeah, dude.
Oh, you had a fresh cut.
Fresh cut."
Okay, I was
Yes,
thinking it was
dude.
prepackaged.
No.
Oh.
No, dude. Ernie says Luca Braun was in effect last night. Braun with the 34-piece Louisiana rub, and Luca with the 30-piece hot and spicy. He says best record in the league since January, 7-game streak, 2 seed. Let's fucking go, he says.
I mean, that's even without Rui Hachimura, who I think might play a big role down the stretch. Lakers are rolling. I mean, this would be crazy because I think everybody pretty much had figured that LeBron was done winning championships. If he were to get this one, due to the ineptitude of Michael Bucke's best friend, Nico Harrison. I thought you were going to remember it.
Honestly, Nico Horner popped in my mind first,
Yeah.
but obviously I know it's not him, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. Derpy, by the way, says, I told you, Cavs by $1 billion last night, dude. A lot of NBA chatter this morning, dude.
Yeah, and actually at JD's show yesterday, they were doing it. I had to I almost didn't talk as much because it's just like, you know what I mean?
Haven't been locked in?
It's just like there's only so much I could say. And like there was this big conversation about like the Mikal Bridges trade in the offseason, all the draft picks, KD, the money. If Kyrie, after the ACL injury, is going to opt out of his $43 million player option since he's going to be out till this time next year with the ACL injury. So people were getting jacked up, Tony.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, this is definitely the time for the NBA here. I almost forget that it's like the playoffs for the NBA are almost in tandem with the NHL.
Yes.
I always forget about that,
first
dude.
a little bit, though, right?
I think so, yeah. It's longer. But in any case, dude, stoked for both. I mean, it's nice to see the nonsense, Josh B says, from Hot Take Johnny.
I mean, he's known to have some nonsense. Also, he was barking. Like he loves his like over the top jokes, and he was just like, yeah, I don't know why like Dominguez is struggling so much in left field. I mean, I could play left field in the major leagues. Like he just kept like harping on that.
Oh my God. And then let's see what else we have here. Ernie Michael Buckta says, let's fucking go Lakers. They're hype. Barnes, did you see that guy who shot a 59?
Jake Knapp,
dude.
Michael. Have you been living under a rock? Bud?
Honestly,
Tony broke it down. Your guy
Literally.
Tony on Thursday.
Literally, yeah, like or
Friday,
Thursday,
Friday.
Yeah, Friday, dude. And it's Wednesday
I called
for God's
in.
sakes,
I mean,
dude. Come
you're
on,
sleeping.
dude.
You weren't studying. I mean, come on.
Yeah, obviously not, dude. Unbelievable, dude. And then he says white is our home color. I didn't realize that for the Lakers. I guess they are, dude.
Yeah.
What happened to the yellow? The yellow? No.
I think that's an alternate.
Alternate, dude. Ernie hype.
no,
Let's go Buckta, dude.
No, that must be the road, actually.
The
Is
yellow.
What would be the
Purple
road.
was the alternate, I guess. Then.
Yeah, purple would be the alternate. I
yeah,
believe. Anyway.
I believe. And then Michael Buckta is probably never going to stop saying this. Luka trade highway robbery. Nico is coming to Disneyland too, but I'll have to keep him and Luka separate because Luka will stare him down. Interesting how he's bringing in Nico Harrison. As well, dude. And he's saying things will get spicy. Ernie, I talk about the Lakers and it goes to LeBron. Ain't the GOAT topic. I don't care who the GOAT is. Lakers in 5.
Yeah. I mean, that's just always been a controversial topic.
Always.
And, me and my buddies growing up, everyone hated LeBron except me. So I'd always talk about that. And we used to compare it to Kobe,
Wow.
which was, quite the debate back then. But I think it's just one of those things I've learned, and especially being a little removed from the NBA, that it's like, everybody's going to have their opinion, but at the end of the day, is there really some barometer that like says this is definitely the case? I mean, it's all just opinion-based arguments at the end of the day.
Yes, that is completely right, Brian. And then Michael Buckner says, I want to hear more about the NBA. Please, dude, I'm sure you will today. Josh B, gonna run it back with the sausage and peppers again this weekend, dude.
Wow.
I mean, especially for, Josh, a father, who has a wife and children to feed. I would imagine sausage and peppers, it's so easy to make. Brian, you could make it, dude.
Oh, yes.
honestly.
Yes, I could.
You know?
And like I said, once I get back from Florida, the chef tools are coming out. So.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna do sausage and peppers?
Sausage and peppers. I mean, yeah, I might have to go chicken sausage, though, because trying to, get jacked up, like we're talking like it's 2013 Eastern.
Wow. Let's go. That was the prime bars.
Oh yeah, I mean we're talking like just in the cafeteria, Hurley Hall, by the way. We're just
Stop it, really?
Hurley Hall at Eastern, and every day just salad, chicken, and like this like buffalo sauce dressing every day. That's it.
Yeah.
Just gym every day.
Yeah, gym every day, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta
Still
say,
hammered too, though.
yeah, exactly, dude. There was something nice about having that school cafeteria at college, dude. Just again,
Well, you don't have to.
worry about anything, dude.
Yeah.
Clean the dishes, really, anything,
And the
dude.
food was
it-
so bad, you lose weight. you know?
Exactly, dude. And you just literally. Oh, and then you can have the
But
healthy options
I
as well,
bet,
dude.
or no, Sacred Heart was still tight. I was just gonna say I would guess by default was better than Eastern, but I have no idea.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, it's still school cafeteria.
Yeah, Chartwell's
food,
or
dude.
no?
Yeah, Flick Chartwell's. That's right,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Same thing at Eastern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy, it's a shame that it wasn't really that great. But there are moments. You have to be creative sometimes. The sandwich station. Doll things up, whatever, dude.
Yeah. Sue would make the sandwiches.
Sue, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, dude.
And then I used to honestly they used to do a stir fry, like
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
pick what
yeah.
you want in your stir fry, the chili sauce. I did used to like that for that place. Obviously, if we're talking about buying something now, we wouldn't dare think about spending any money on that shit. But.
Michael Buck says, "Uh-oh, Barnes, you're mad at me, aren't you?" I don't know why he would say that.
No, because of the 59, Tony. But I was just
Oh.
saying, Michael, we talked about it. That's all.
You stay on top of it,
I consider you a very loyal listener, so I just figured you knew that. That's all.
Yeah, no problem there, dude. And he says, purple is road, yellow is alternate. Nico, my BFF for life. Ernie, I made a killer SPO.
Sausage, pepper, onion. How about that,
I
Tony?
guess so, dude. Wow, I've never heard it abbreviated like that. No one wants to play us, says Michael Buckta. Yeah, I mean, Lakers definitely targeting the back team to beat. We're a month away from the Super Bowl of golf, says Derpy here. The Masters on CBS, dude.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends. I think I took it off, honestly.
Tony.
The Masters. So,
That's honestly, I mean, bring it back. I mean, you got a month.
well,
to get
obviously, I gotta bring it back.
Let's
Oh, wait,
get it.
never mind.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Augusta National. The birds are in the air. Can Scotty Scheffler go back to back and make it 3 in 4 years? What about Tiger, who set the record for cuts made last year? Will his back allow him to make it through the weekends? And what about Phil? Does he have a run in him at 50 plus years of age? And what about Angel Cabrera, who's back from prison in his first Masters start in over 3 years? I'm Jim Nance, and I welcome you to the beauty of Augusta National alongside Ian Baker Finch.
Oh, dude. That's good.
I mean, there's only one
Pretty on
Nance,
par, dude.
but with no preparation. The first one honestly had no preparation either, but it is tough. You just try to think of things.
You just got to emulate him, That's
Yeah.
really what it is.
What would be a bigger story for you, the Cabrera making the cut out of prison, or Tiger, I guess making the cut?
I mean, Tiger making the cut, dude. That
Yeah.
it'd be
It's
nice
always-
to see just Sunday golf with Tiger, dude.
No, I just love that. Like the thing that gets me real around is that Mike doesn't pay attention too much to golf, but then when the Masters are in the session, Tiger is like doing well in the front 9. He's texting about it in the old sports group.
Yeah.
Like he's like Tiger all
yeah.
caps. And then you don't look at your phone for 10 minutes.
It's oh, dude. Wait a minute.
Too much. And then what else we got here?
Looks like Ernie is tight, dude. This isn't the real music, is it? LOL, dude. Whoa.
Well, I think He doesn't
Yeah, maybe
know,
he's not
right?
into
I
he's
feel
not
like
into the
he's
golf.
not a
You know, he's
golfer.
not into it. Derpy, what a call. Josh B laughing, the clapping emojis, and he says, Ernie says, Josh, I'm trying, bro. Cabrera out of jail? Who knew, LMAO?
That's Angel
head.
Cabrera, nicknamed the Duck. Won the Masters, and I believe it was the U.S. Open, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
But I know he is from Argentina.
That's correct.
But that actually, is a good segue, Tony. And you kind of mentioned it in the Open here, but we do have the Arnold Palmer
That's right, dude.
Invitational starting tomorrow. Another signature event on the PGA Tour, and it was the 07 U.S. Open, 09 Masters, and also lost in a playoff. I believe it was another Masters. I just actually want to just check this out here. So it was 2013 Masters. Yes, a runner-up finish that ultimately went to Adam Scott. Also Derpy here says, I wonder if they'll promote Happy Gilmore 2 there. Angel partaking in the Caucasity, I see. We do have a release date of July 25th. I guess that's for Happy Gilmore. But like I said, Arnold Palmer Invitational, Bay Hill and Lodge Club. Really one of the best non-major tournaments on the PGA Tour. I just think the whole presentation is great. The course is great. I always think back to, obviously he's not playing in it anymore, but Bryson trying to drive the par 5 there. I think it might be number 6 or number 7, whatever hole it is. That was always cool seeing the guys go over the lake. And this course, has proved to be, a pretty difficult one. Scoring has fluctuated, but some years, you've barely been under par. Last year, though, Scotty blitzing the field by 5. His second championship here, shooting a 15 under 273. Wyndham Clark was the runner-up there. Kurt Kitayama, 9 under in 2023, one shot clear of Harris English and Rory McIlroy. Scotty Scheffler, 5 under. So 3 years ago, a difference of 10 strokes was good enough to win. So obviously weather, I'm sure, played a factor there. And that was a one-shot lead over Hatton, Horschel, and Hovland. Speaking of Bryson, he won in 21 at 11 under par, 1 stroke clear of Lee Westwood. Tyrrell Hatton winning in 2020, 4 under par, 1 stroke clear of Mark Leishman. So, we've seen in recent years this course get tougher. And like I said, it's always just, a little tricky, when you are, playing in March in Florida. Most of the time it's going to be good, but this is, near Orlando, so it's not always that warm there.
Right.
Versus, when you get more south, more coastal. And it's interesting, too. I don't know if you saw this, but supposedly a report came out that Brooks Koepka, whose live contract expires at the end of this season, is looking to make his way back on the PGA Tour.
No kidding, dude.
Yeah, and there's no parameters set for what that would look like. But you have that on one end, and then there were rumors about Bryson, but Liv just posted something saying that he said, he's excited about the future of Liv Golf, but who knows? Is that in conjunction with the PGA Tour? We always just continue here to wait with bated breath, Tony.
What do you think should happen if he wants to come back? Do you think there should be repercussions?
I don't know. You want to give him a fine? Sure, give him a fine. He got $100 million or $200 million from Liv, so it's like, you know what I mean? Fine him $10 million and just move on with it. It doesn't need to be this lingering ordeal, right, Tony?
Yeah, no, I think the last thing you do want, you would want, is to kind of draw this out. Because again, at the end of the day, the PGA, I'm sure, just wants these players back. So
yeah,
if
exactly.
Bryson comes over and all the other players see what an issue it is or a long process, might kind of hinder more people to cross back over, dude.
Well, and I just feel like it's one of those things, like, how tight can we talk about the tour wanting them back, and then why would the players be tight? Because let's face it. These purses, this tournament here, the winner's not getting $4 million if it wasn't for Liv.
Right.
So, I think that's just something to consider. But, speaking of who's in this tournament, basically, being that this is a signature event, all of the top golfers. So obviously you got Scotty, you got Rory, you got Xander making his first start in 3 months.
There we go.
It was a wrist injury. Ludwig Aubert making his first start, since winning the Genesis. Colin Morikawa, Hideki Matsuyama, Wyndham Clark, Justin Thomas, Tommy Fleetwood, Maverick McNeely, Patrick Cantley, Russell Heenley, Victor Hovland, Keegan Bradley, Shane Lowry, Sepp Straka, Robert McIntyre, Billy Horschel, Sahith Theegala, Sanjay Im, Thomas Dietrich, Adam Scott, also Tom Kim, and Tony Finau. So, just about everybody that you could imagine. And we do have Pat Geeter in the field as well, Tony.
Do we really?
He's up to 109 in the world. Brian Campbell, who
Pat
also,
Geeter.
just picked up his first career win while playing that tournament with Pat Geeter. And that was I'm blanking here. That was last week?
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay.
So was that
Oh, right. That was at Vidanta.
Vidanta? Yes.
But last week was I don't know why I'm forgetting the guy's name.
Who won? Or
Yeah, last week.
Don't tell me. Oh my God, dude! Not Jake Knapp.
I know who it is. But yeah, it's a guy that we never talk about. So that's why you don't.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just say it or?
Not Billy Horschel. Damn it, dude! Fuck. Just say it, I guess.
Joe Highsmith.
Oh
But
my
we
God,
never
dude!
talk about
Highsmith,
him.
the hat, dude.
Yeah, we never talk about him.
Damn. That's all right, dude. He was kind of young, right? First win.
Yeah, 24.
24 years old. Yeah. Out of, damn, dude, what the hell's wrong with me? Haven't had my coffee yet. He's out of somewhere, University of Arizona. No,
I'm not gonna say anything.
Florida. He's not a Florida guy.
No, he's a West Coast guy. I don't think you're gonna guess.
Seattle.
Washington,
Washington,
but he went to Pepperdine, which is
Pepperdine
in Malibu.
University. Okay.
So that golf course there is renowned, but he's actually in the
Washington.
field this week as well. So
Yeah.
a lot of names out here. So kind of difficult to cap, and
Oh, really?
we mentioned that it's one of the more difficult tournaments on the PGA Tour, non-major wise. But I'm sure you've done your research and
bit.
your green proximity, Tony. But if you had to say here, I mean, what do you got for a winner and a sleeper?
All right. I mean, listen, dude. You can look at this and just go Scotty. I feel, but because again, I mean, I feel like he's due again. To continue and not for nothing, it'd be winning this tournament back to back 3 times the past 4 years. I think.
Yeah, and then he could have an opportunity to do the same thing at Augusta.
Yeah,
Come on.
which is ridiculous.
Wait, not to interrupt. Then also, if he did that, I know it would be 3 wins in a row, but then he could go 3 in a row at the Players next week as well.
That's ridiculous. Which
Too much winning.
Too much winning, honestly, dude. And again, you look at him; his odds are plus 320, and I think he opened that up at like plus 700. So
Okay,
I mean,
he's been bet.
he's definitely been bet a lot, dude. And I don't know, man. I hate it because I just don't want to keep going chalk here because I figured I did that last week. So I don't know. Give me who has I think 3,000 to 1, 2,800 to 1 now. Actually, I'm gonna go with Patrick Cantlay, dude.
Okay.
32-year-old out of California on this tour. Someone who's been pretty hot recently. You look at his latest results, dude. This season, he's tied 15th at the Century, tied 5th at Amex, tied 33rd at Pebble Beach, and then tied 5th at the Genesis. So it's been close to a month, 3 weeks ish since he's done a PGA Tour event. He's been well rested. He also has been a lot of his success has been coming from his iron work. Which, in a course like this, you got to have some solid iron work. I think he averages almost 6 birdies a round, which is second in the PGA. And again, you've seen his results here, and he's no stranger to sinking like a 30-footer putt, that is. So, I mean, I feel like he's got some good odds to kind of make a splash here. And I'm going to say he's going to win with maybe 10, 11 under, I'd say would be around the score, which seems to be general mean from the past few years. And then for a sleeper, Brian, we're going a little deep here. I kind of forget the odds. But this is a guy I mentioned yesterday. He's been featured on season 3. The Canadian Nick Taylor, dude.
There we go.
Looks like he's plus 11,000 here. So obviously a lot of value. 1 win this year, and that was at the Sony Open. He's kind of been like either up and down or good or not good. If you look at his results, Century tied 48th. Sony, I mentioned he won. Amex is tied 12th, and then 33rd for Pebble Beach, 25th for Phoenix. Genesis is tied 9th. So I'm just kind of banking on him maybe having a better start. He's a good sleeper guy, I feel. And again, I've been watching him in full swing, so maybe a little bit of a just a recency bias. Watching him, seeing him discuss, he's always getting better. He wants to be, he wants to win a major. Obviously, he's on tour here. And it seems like he's been working towards that this year. So give me Nick Taylor, and I'll say somewhere around the same. I'll say 13 under for him to win.
I'm going to go with a guy who hasn't won in a few years. Give me JT.
There we go.
He's had a strong start to this season, and you look at his 3 career starts here at the Arnold Palmer. Kind of interesting. 2015, he ties 49th. Then he doesn't play for 8 years, but the last 2 years, tied for 21st and 23, tied for 12th last year. So you couple that with, his results this season, which have been very strong. Obviously hasn't won yet, but if you look at, the 5 events played, tied 26th at the Century, runner-up at the Amex, tied for 48th at the Pebble Beach, tied for 6th at Phoenix, and then tied for 9th at the Genesis. So it just feels like Justin Thomas, he's due. The 31-year-old, 15 career wins, and it's just crazy that it's still been since that comeback victory on the back 9, Tony, at the PGA Championship at Erin Hills, I believe was the course. That he hasn't won, and it just feels like he's too talented, and the results recently have been strong. So that's why I feel like he's going to get the job done. And in terms of a sleeper, going back to the somebody recent success, we just mentioned him in the preview. Give me Aldrich Potgieter.
Wow,
Tony.
dude.
The driving distance. Let's see him try to drive it over the lake like he's Bryson on that par 5 on the front 9. So I'd love to see that. And in terms of winning scores, I would say JT would get it done at 12 under par. And then for Potgieter, I'm going to say 15 under. I think if he wins, he's blitzing the field like he's Scotty Scheffler last year.
Wow, dude. That's a great pick. Speaking of, no one here is picking Scotty to win, huh?
Yeah. It's coming, but we're just trying to, be patient and not get ahead of ourselves.
If you had $300 right now to spend.
Potgieter. It would be a ridiculous
Really?
payout. I had to.
That would be, if you had to choose Scotty Scheffler or the field.
Oh, Scotty Scheffler or the field? I would take the field.
You take the field.
It's hard to win golf tournaments,
But Scotty does it.
He does, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
So, and then starting tomorrow with the coverage here, main feed starting at 7:30 till 2 on ESPN Plus. And then, we are going to get Golf Channel later in the day. I believe starting at 2. I don't know why. Having a little lapse here on the loading.
Oh, really?
But
that's too bad, dude. ESPN Thursday, you said. Golf Channel Thursday, 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Okay. Yeah. So probably 2 to 6, I would imagine. So, yeah, I'm excited to watch this one. I think we're going to see a lot of great golf. And I am curious, too. Let me see something here. So,
they also have the Puerto Rico Open this weekend.
Yeah, the alternate event. I was going to mention that.
With Chris Stroud, Bill Haas, Jimmy Walker, dude.
Yeah.
Coverage starts 10 a.m. Thursday.
So, that always gives, other guys an opportunity to win, and then, qualifies them for some events later in the season. So you love to see that. All right. So weather-wise, we are looking at 67 and sunny tomorrow, 75 nice. And sunny on Friday.
Hey, now.
81, Tony, on Saturday. And
like
then Sunday, there is 82, but there's going to be some heavy rain from 3 till 8, which might complicate the finish of this tournament. So I don't know if maybe they move tee times up potentially if that forecast stays. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. But at least for the most part of the weekend, there'll be some nice weather at Bay Hill, dude.
Yes. So Arnie smiling from up above, Tony.
Yes, no doubt about that.
But let's go now to the world of Major League Baseball.
It's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it. Yep. And Alonso cracks one in the mid with the ball game. Out of sight.
works at 100 miles an hour, 14 strikeouts.
Throw deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
See coming in Tony. So some baseball to talk about from yesterday, but I just feel like I just want to start with the grid. Like, let's just.
Oh wow, okay, let's start with the grid. All right, dude, here we go. Immaculate grid.
And I'm just feeling a 1-for-1 up. That's it. This is today's or no?
This is today's.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Everybody crazy, right?
Whoop. This is the immaculate grid coming in.
And then we go back to the big board here. So 40 career WAR and played game center field. Okay, so for center field, what about for the Angels? Darren Erstad.
Darren.
I think he played center, right? We'll just not start on the wrong note here. Or do we go Jim Edmonds? Too obvious?
I feel like Edmonds would be pretty obvious. I don't know
Torrey
about
Hunter?
Torrey
Hunter. Yeah, because he wasn't he was a twin.
Yeah. Here we go.
6? Okay.
Not bad.
Played center field for San Diego.
For sunny San Diego, dude.
It's so funny. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any center fielders from San Diego. Like, obviously, there are, but it's like, who?
Like who
Trent
would
Grisham.
be?
Let's do it.
Oh, Trent Grisham. Here we go. 7%.
Okay. I mean, these are we
dude.
wanted a little lower, but at least
yeah.
there.
I guess a lot of Yankee fans are doing this.
And
today.
then the 40 career WAR, also playing in center field. One game.
One game, dude. I'm trying to think of someone again who just played one game who would be really good.
Center. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like good players. Like, I feel like there's got to be a bunch of shortstops who have moved to center. Just see here. So
one game.
40 career. This is a tough one.
Wow, Ernie says he's gonna be doing his own today.
Yeah, come on, Ernie. Give us something here. All right.
Yeah, dude. I know the 40
career award. It's only one game. I'm trying to think of Yankees who played center but weren't really a center fielder. It's a 40 career award. It's tough though, too.
Yeah.
Other center fielders. Does Mike Cameron have a 40 career WAR?
I don't know.
I mean, Andrew Jones is probably too obvious.
Oh.
Hoping for a lifeline there. I mean, we should be able to get the teams here. Let's actually think for a second.
All right, Angels, Reds. How about that, dude?
Angels and Reds.
Who played in the Angels and the Reds? Did Didi play for the Angels at all?
No.
A's and the Angels, dude.
Or 40 career WAR with the Reds.
Oh God, dude. All right, Ernie's calling in.
Thank God. Thank God,
Oh,
Ernie.
God,
Ernie, we're
dude.
struggling, bud.
I know this is a tough one, dude. The WAR really threw it for a whirl.
Yeah.
Dude. Ernie, hold on 1 second, bud. He's already talking shit. I don't know. All right, Ernie, you're live here in the Sportsport, bud.
What's going on, man?
Oh.
All right. Do you want a red and angel? That'll probably be nice and low.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you got?
Tim Belcher.
Who?
Tim Belcher.
Tim Belcher.
Sounds familiar.
Belcher.
Yeah, I see him.
And then Josh just said somebody, I think, did he?
Bartolo Colon for Angels
A's and
A's.
Okay. I think that's fine.
Yeah, let's do that one out. Bartolo Colon, that's a good one. 10%.
10%.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's okay.
Padres
And
Reds.
Reds.
Padres and A's.
How much was the Angels Reds?
Angels Reds. you gave us
0.7
a
for
0.7.
Belcher.
There we go.
He's like, yeah,
and then-
motherfucker.
And then you need now Padres, Reds.
Yeah,
Padres
A's as well. Padres,
Padres,
A's.
I'm gonna focus on Padres, Reds right now.
Did Mike Fires pitch for the Padres or no?
I know he pitched for the A's. I don't think he pitched for the Padres.
No.
I mean, because like you could go for Padres, because like I want to go David Wells, but I feel like that's gonna be well known.
Wait, for Padres and Reds?
Because he played 1 year for the Reds and he played like 2 or 3 years for the Padres.
I don't know. I feel like he was at so many teams. It's like tough to keep track of.
Right. That could be a good one.
Well,
though.
David Wells was growing up. David Wells was one of my favorite pitchers. So like I remember his stints in places, and he did play for both teams.
And I'm just thinking, you think Tejada has a 40 career WAR for the A's or no?
I mean, very possible, but
do we know it?
I don't think so. I wouldn't bank on it. I wouldn't use that as an answer just because I'm not 100% sure. And like, granted, you could go Frank Thomas, you could go Jason Giambi, you can go a couple of names. I feel like that one you might want to save for the end.
Oh, and then Josh says Christian Bethancourt, Padres A's. I think that's a good one.
So I mean,
and then
look, go David Wells for Padres.
Reds.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do Bethancourt for A's, Padres. Bang. 0.2%. Great job.
And
And then
David
Wells.
5%. Okay.
Not bad at
now
all.
we just got 40
The
career WAR.
yeah, 40 career
For
WAR.
Reds, A's, and then a person who played one game in center field. Oh, how about you think Matsui had a 40 career WAR or no?
No. Oh gosh, dude.
Man, is this difficult?
So we're just doing 40 career WAR now?
Bernie
Yeah.
Williams had to have, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, brother, I don't.
He
bro,
did it for a while though, no?
I want to say yeah, but nah, I don't.
And then what about it? What is it, Tony? Again, it's Reds and A's here.
Reds, A's, yeah.
Center field 40 career WAR, bro.
And then Reds.
Like I want to say Bernie Williams, but
That would be a leap of faith.
a big leap of faith. Like
Or I feel like Frank Thomas is fine for the 40 career WAR.
Okay.
'Cause not everybody thinks of him as an A. You're gonna put him in center, Tony? That would have been interesting to see.
That would have been probably a huge kerfuffle. Frank Thomas. Well, it's 2 Frank Thomases.
It's definitely the top one.
Definitely the top one, dude. I don't think he played in the 60s, dude.
3%. There we
Not
go.
bad,
Not everybody
dude.
thinks of him as an A.
He's a White Sox.
there you go. You see?
So Reds, and then the center fielder for 40 career WAR.
Well, you know. No, never mind.
I mean, Griffey's probably too obvious, right? For either one.
For either one, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't think of like big guys from the Reds. Like, Joey Votto. He's got to have it.
But did Joey Votto always play center?
No,
for the Reds.
I feel like he played long enough.
Okay.
What do you think, Ernie? Do we get the Ernie seal of approval there? I feel like he hit for a high average.
He definitely did.
Yeah.
It might be a lot.
But wait. But do we know for sure, Tony?
I don't know for sure. But I would guess so. I mean, he's always been a
Or
good hitter.
Scott Rowland? He barely played for the Reds, right? Didn't Scott Rowland play for the Reds?
I only know him in one red uniform. It's for the Phillies.
I feel like. What would you say, Rowland or
You know
Votto?
what? For center field,
Okay.
center field and WAR, I honestly think you should go Andrew Jones.
Okay.
That's what you said before, right?
All right.
You should go Andrew Jones in that category, just because it's a guarantee, and not a lot of people remember that he was that good.
3%. I have to say, I thought it was going to be like 10.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Votto. Is there anybody else that we would, Adam Dunn with his strikeouts? Probably not. Edwin Encarnacion, maybe not. We know about Griffey. And then.
So it's a 40 career war with the Reds, though, right?
See, that's what we always get confused about when it says something like that. Does that mean it has to be all with the Reds?
It doesn't have to be all with the Reds, but they played for the Reds. Like,
okay, so, but is it always like that? Because I think there was a different statistic
There
where
was, definitely.
It wasn't.
it's like, all right, like, for example, you could go Mike Cameron.
Yeah. Mike Cameron.
Because he played a good amount of time with the Reds.
Or do we just go
Joey Votto.
Joey Votto?
Mike Cameron.
Cameron or Votto? What do you think, Ernie?
He
I
said-
just don't know if Cameron was good enough for a 40 career award. No, I mean I know he was like good at.
Yeah, but we're not certain about Joey Votto either, right?
That reason right there is why it's gonna. If I'm right, which usually I am.
Usually you are.
A lot of people do. Same thing I just said about the other the Andrew Jones. A lot of people don't remember that Mike Cameron was that good.
I'm leaving it up to you two.
Or
I
really?
guess Tony.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna go with Mike Cameron.
Okay.
All right.
0.4.
That's
Ernie
fucking
with a
go.
Wow,
35.
dude.
Love it, dude.
There we go.
You just needed me. That's all it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you
yeah.
saved the day, bro. We
You really did.
Really
One and
appreciate it.
done.
Yeah, that's what we were going for
Bang!
today. Bang!
That's right, dude.
But
All right, guys.
yeah, thanks, Ernie.
Appreciate it, dude.
No problem. I'll talk to you later.
Peace.
All right, yeah. Look at Ernie coming in, saving the day, Tony. The monogamy of yesterday. That was talking about
Oh
an
my
embarrassment.
God, dude, that was an embarrassment yesterday.
And
but we
speaking
did it,
of
dude.
embarrassments,
But we did
the
it.
Phillies get
Bang.
embarrassed by the Yankees yesterday, 12-3. Will Warren picking up his second win of the spring.
Been looking good, dude.
Been looking good. Out pitching Marcus Stroman so far this spring. 3 innings, 1 run on a home run. Struck out 4. So his ERA sits at 1.13. Devin Williams debuted for the Yankees, and he showed off his airbender changeup, getting a strikeout, allowing 1 hit over 1 inning pitched. And really some guys that aren't that notable. Also getting in the mix as well, pitching-wise. But offense-wise, you score 12 runs. There's going to be a lot of damage here. Spencer Jones with a homer, his second of the spring. Paul Goldschmidt, his first home run of the spring. And then Jason Dominguez, also his first home run of the spring. So you love to see all of that. The young guys producing in Jones and Dominguez. Dominguez was 2 for 4 yesterday. And then, you also had George Lombard Jr. Had another strong game after homering in the previous game, 2 for 4. Spencer Jones was 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs. And then Austin Wells also had an RBI going 1 for 3. As well as Cabrera, 2 for 4 as well. So just up and down the lineup, good things coming from the Yankees today, and you love that it's a lot of younger contributions. And then Will Warren, I mean, he's been the story of the camp, redefining that changeup. It's really been a special, spring for him so far, and I'm really excited about Devin Williams as well. He's, I would say, I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong, Tony, but I mean, he's got to be the best closer that we've had since Mariano Rivera.
Yeah, no, I would say so. At least, on paper from what he's been doing in his career. I mean, yeah, absolutely, dude. I mean, he's a phenomenal closer, and I'm excited to see, how he'll perform in a Yankee uniform. Because, again, I know he really rose to the occasion with the Brewers last season. But there's definitely a newfound pressure on him. I mean, you mentioned Rivera. No one faced more pressure than him, dude. To close out games. So it should be interesting to see. Again, all signs point to he will do well. But again, I mean, obviously, as a Met fan, most notably know him from the wild card series against that he had against the Mets. So
yeah. I mean, and listen, I mean, obviously, of course, being that he's on the Yankees now, I would come to his defense. But I mean, is it wrong to say? I mean, it's like the whole body of work here. We can't go by one.
No, you
home
can't.
run that he allowed. Like if it happens again,
yeah,
then it's a different story.
One of
but
the biggest home runs
think,
he's ever allowed.
The numbers speak for themselves. So I'm really excited for him, and I love the fact that the kids all
Play ball.
produced yesterday. Especially George Lombard.
Mm-hmm.
being 19, and there's been a lot of compliments from camp, just that, you know, he carries himself like he's a veteran, and just, you know, all of his tools, and just the fact he's been producing, because his numbers weren't great last year in single A, but, you know, I'm expecting, you know, him to really produce and possibly have a chance to get either a September call-up or make the team out of spring training next season, which is just very exciting. So you love to see that. And then Spencer Jones, you know, hitting another home run and having a big day at the plate. You know, you just love to see that. And then Dominguez, you know, there's been a lot of talk about the fielding, but, you know, he's been strong with the bat. And I expect that to carry over to the regular season. So let's go. Jacked up. No game today. A rare spring training off day.
Wow, dude.
But then they'll be back at George M. Steinbrenner Field tomorrow. I will be in attendance for the Garrett Cole versus Joe Ryan,
which is pretty
pitching
wild
matchup.
Yeah.
That one's going to be on Yes and ESPN at 105. So let's go.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be sick, dude. You're going to be there. When's
Yeah.
your flight?
7:20. So it'd be an early wake up. You know,
Okay.
just get up, go, drop this off at the hotel, go to the field. That's what it's
Wow.
going to be.
Yeah, yeah.
And then lightning game. So it's going to be a crazy day.
It's going to be
tomorrow.
lightning, dude.
Yeah,
Fast.
I'm going to try to go to bed at like 8 o'clock. We'll see if that
Tonight.
actually happens.
That's
yeah,
not
because
gonna
I didn't
happen.
sleep well last night.
Definitely not going to happen tonight, though.
No, I'll try, though.
The
We'll see.
monotony, dude. Like...
We'll see, though. But, yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be great. Weather's going to be great. So let's go. Right, Tony?
Yes, dude. I'm really excited for you, dude. You're going to have a great time.
Yeah. No, and I'll capture some footage for you.
That would be great, dude. Maybe you capture a fly ball. You know, I
Yeah.
know you're kind of close in the third base line, you said, right? For the
Yeah.
first game? Maybe a foul ball or something?
Yeah, someone will rip one.
Are you going to bring a glove or no?
No glove.
No glove? No
You don't
glove.
need a glove.
Spring trading.
That's-
Keep the hands open for beers.
Amateur hour.
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
is the glove.
That's right, dude. The
but-
ice cream out of the baseball helmet, dude.
But yeah, so that was really it for the Yankees. Did the Mets play yesterday?
The Mets did play yesterday, dude. They played the
Okay.
Cardinals, if you remember.
Oh,
They
and then 2 minutes later, wait, so
Yeah,
they
they
played?
played,
Wait, what
yeah,
happened?
yeah.
Wait, who was the opponent? Wait, what episode is this?
They lost 6-1, dude, yesterday.
No, it's just funny because of yesterday. That's
Yeah, I
hilarious.
know. They lost. Whatever, dude. McGill looked all right. You know, he got the start. First time starting the spring training, I should say. 2 2/3, 1 earned run, 2 hits, 2 Ks. Kind of, I don't know. Couldn't really locate his curveball a little bit. Left a couple one that's hanging. I think in the second inning, or the second inning is when he had a leadoff triple, and then like an RBI single gave up. That was in 1 run. But again, off of that hanging curveball, and then kind of had trouble locating his sinker. But, you know, again, really focusing, I am at least, on the starters. Obviously, it's going to be a big storyline for the Mets come the opener here, or at least the first, run around or the first couple runs around the rotation here. So you're looking at Gil to maybe hopefully put out some good numbers in the spring training, give you some confidence. Has he done that in the start? I mean, not necessarily, I guess. Promise. He shows some promise. He had some good, when he was locating the sinker and utilizing his fastball, which was hitting like 96, 97 on the gun, he was getting strikeouts, so which was good. He had 2 over those 2 2/3. And in terms of offense, well, there really wasn't any at all, dude. I think the Mets had 5 hits. The only run came off of a fielding error at second, bobbled and infield, what would have been just a regular, typical ground out, led to I think Diaz reached on that infield error. Hernandez did, excuse me. So that was the 1 run there, Brian. So again, not much to really report on. They do play again today, dude. No off days for the Mets. Who are they playing? I don't remember. It's the Astro. No. Oh, I guess are they?
Or
off
they
today?
don't play. They don't play.
I guess not, dude. I thought I saw on MLB.
No.
But I could have been mistaken. Oh, yeah, it's March 6th, 6:10 p.m. So an off day, which would make sense because no pitcher's been announced, no lineup is out. So I was wondering why that was the case. And that is why that's the case, because they're off today, Brian.
But you know what? We got Rangers. We got Yukon. I mean,
You can, dude.
there's some stuff out there.
Pending.
Right?
No, yeah, there's some great stuff out there, dude. I didn't realize that, honestly, UConn plays Marquette tonight. That's going to be pretty exciting, dude.
Michael Botka, jacked up.
Jacked up, dude. The Hurley cafeteria, dude. But yeah, obviously, big Ranger game, so I definitely am stoked for that. But it is, I guess, it is what it is. Have a spring training off. They need the off day,
Yeah. Give them some rest, right?
Ernie says that was fun, guys, by the way. LOL.
Yes. Always a good time with earn it.
Very helpful. Very helpful.
With the grids, honestly. But it's just nice to go 1-for-1, and we would have been fucked if we didn't get any help, by the way.
Yeah,
like
no,
that
so
was
fucked,
Josh
dude.
B also, helped us out big time there.
The fuck?
He had 2 there, so
Yeah.
that was great.
Are you packed up for the trip?
Yeah, packed up.
You
Just
are
got to
packed
put the
up, dude.
clubs in the travel case, but judging by the sun coming out, I think some sun, right? A little bit.
Yeah, the sun is poking out here. You can see it, coming out of this window. that I've
I
opened.
guess I'm gonna make my way to the range, even though I'm gonna be probably a little tired. But
That's good. I mean,
there. But I just feel like I have to.
You got to keep going until 8 p.m. if you want to fall asleep,
Yeah, exactly. So, let's go. Pumped up, and can't wait for the game tomorrow. But let's go now to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots. Top shelf. He scores. Captain with the overtime winner. That's the middle. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping. Rink wide. Made the full split save. Are you kidding me? Turn. Side of the net. Between the legs. And they score. Filthy. David Pasternak. The silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
All right. So a lot of action on the ice last night. No Rangers, but they will be playing today. And we did mention at the top, we get the help of the Carolina Hurricanes, tightly contested. John Pollock, I think that's why he's not in today.
Oh, yeah, dude. Tail between his legs. Dude.
They fall behind 2-0 after the first 2 periods. Get a Soderblom goal halfway through the third, but that was it. So defensive 2-1 win. Carolina always stout in the regular season. Feels like the last 5 years.
Yeah,
36, 22, and 4. Getting the goals by Martin Nuke and Jordan Stahl. So that put the Rangers into the second wild card spot in the East. So a place, like I said, they haven't been in eons.
Yeah, dude.
But obviously, big task ahead today, which we'll talk about in a sec. Good to see the Preds over the Bruins 6-3 as well. Because they're one of the teams behind us. The Sharks with the 6th spot.
How about that, dude?
That was a little surprising. They're on the back-to-back too.
That's right. That's very surprising, dude.
Celebrini has 19.
Pretty embarrassing for the Sabres.
I don't know how Ruff hasn't been fired, but probably a matter of time.
Yeah. I mean, the whole organization is just like
the whole organization is trash. Yeah. Tampa with the warm-up to tomorrow's game against the Sabres. 6-2 over the Jackets.
Need
Again,
that.
A good result.
Yeah, dude. Huge.
For the Rangers. And the Lightning really coming onto their own here. Now 36, 21, and 4.
Crazy.
And I feel like for the first time since they were in the Stanley Cup final, it really feels like, Tony, they're going to be a really tough outcome in the playoffs.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and it's interesting that they don't even have Stamkos anymore. That kind of seemed like almost like a little bit of a white flag in terms of, we'll take a couple of years, rebuild, get our stars back. But I mean, Kucherov, Hedman, Vasilevsky, especially, I feel like this year has been better since that cup run, which has really propelled them to this great record they have. I mean, geez, dude, they're 9-1 in their last 10 games. So. Let's freaking go.
I feel like it's just one of those teams. I mean, obviously, it's a common phrase that we say, but it's just no one wants to play them.
Nobody wants to play them, and they have a ton of Stanley Cup playoff experience together. So, it should be interesting to see, like you said, how they kind of pan out as they are third in the Atlantic. So,
and probably working their way up.
Probably working their way up, but I guess they would have to, right? I mean, as it lies right now, I believe they would play Florida, right? Which would be pretty crazy, dude.
Oh, right, because 2 plays 3. I always get confused about this format.
Because it's the divisions, right?
But I think they could beat Florida. I don't think that would be that crazy.
No, it wouldn't be that crazy, but that would be a crazy battle, dude. And I mean, what a playoff
battle of Florida.
Florida for the Floridians, dude.
Yeah.
Almost, that's going to be you soon, I guess, right? You'll be down there as a Floridian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Snowbird, Tony.
Snowbird, dude.
The Flames over the Flyers, 6-3. That one, the Flyers just obviously have struggled this season.
Yeah,
so you kind of, expected that one.
Going nowhere.
Nothing from Huber Dow, though,
No.
besides, I guess, 1 assist. But nevertheless, Calgary, 29-23, pretty good year. Isles pull off the upset at home, 3-2. That's definitely a probably the surprise of the night. I mean, I think even more so than the Sharks winning.
Yeah, I think so.
Just for Hellebuck to drop that game. Sorokin on the back-to-back, too. They did allude to that, which is very rare. Nelson with his 20th, Palmieri with his 20th, and
Typical guys.
Pollock with his 4th.
Yeah.
To break that trend there. And then Matthew Ryan says the Rangers suck, but the Devils suck 4-3. They lose to the Stars in Dallas.
Devils' best 10 games have been absolute garbage. Like they are falling apart at the seams, Matthew.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what you're talking about.
And they thought they were riled. 4 minutes left in the game. They tie it up.
Pussies.
But they give up a goal with 5 seconds remaining to lose 4-3. So
Because they're pussies.
Not the DNA of a contending team.
No, not at all.
And then you called it, Tony. The Ducks 6-2,
Quack,
now
quack,
over
quack.
500, 27, 26, and 7 in Edmonton. And Draisaitl, did have his 45th, but your favorite McTavish did have 2 goals there, 15 and 16. And then Killorn had his 12th. Strome is 10th. So it's kind of interesting how the Ducks, have hung in there. It's a shame that the Western Conference is so strong. They probably won't get in the playoffs.
No.
But they've been a respectable team nevertheless. And then we both expected the Wild to take care of business against Seattle. The Vegas Trap proves to be none of the sorts as they win 4-3. Again, they led 4-1, but they gave back 2 in the second, but then a scoreless third. That's how you get your final margin, and that was the action, Tony, around the National Hockey League last night.
Kakko had 2 assists in that game.
Kakko with 2 assists. Still, I feel like it's not done great. I think production, per game slightly up, but barely, very marginal. And in terms of tonight, a 5-pack TNT doubleheader too. Capitals Rangers followed by the Maple Leafs and Golden Knights. Obviously overall this year, Washington best record in the league despite losing throughout their last 4 games, hanging on by a thread there in the shootout against Ottawa last time out. But they have beaten the Rangers the previous 2 matchups, 5 back on 10-29, 7-4 back on 1-4. So what are you expecting to see going into this matchup?
It's tough, dude. Obviously here, Washington can come at you at several different ways, dude. And we always talk about, Tom Wilson and Strome and Ovechkin who are leading in terms of, scoring, hits, just minutes on the ice and stuff like that, assists, power play goals. I think Ovechkin definitely leads the team. He's got, 31 goals this season. I would imagine he is leading the team. I kind of forget, to be honest, at this point. But, you also have third-line guys like Pierre-Luc Dubois, okay, dude, who've had, some type of outstanding season that you need to also try to stop. So, it is really tough. You're going to expect the Rangers to have to play tighter defense, which they've been, dude. Again, we've been talking about constantly the impact of JT Miller, and not only just from himself as an individual with, stats on the sheet, but even other players. Mika has had, I think, 14 points in the last 10 games, dude. 10 of those being assists, a lot of those on JT Miller goals, right? And it's just the fact of the matter of JT really leading that line, dumping pucks in, being in the right place at the right time, dude. And it's not even about... It's just his decision-making is just, it seems so optimal for success, dude. He doesn't really think twice. It's like he gets the puck and he wants to make a play. He wants to shoot it. And if he's not doing that, he is making a play somehow. So, that's been huge. I think, again, in terms of defensively, I think Calvin DeHaan has been, honestly, a little bit of a godsend. He's definitely, we talked about him when he first came over to the Rangers, I guess, last week.
Yeah.
He is more of a true defenseman, a veteran defenseman as well, and he's someone who can play gritty, especially because you've lost Lindgren. You're expecting someone to kind of pick up that type of attitude. Calvin DeHaan and obviously Miller have those attitudes. So I think Washington's going to be a little bit surprised. They're going to be playing a different team than the last time they played the Rangers, So, that's really what you kind of have to do. You have to rely on some defense to shut down OV, shut down Strome, and cover the middle of the ice. And again, that's what the Rangers have been doing the past 2 games, is they've been covering the middle of the ice, covering their bases. The forwards need to back check. And again, I think right now, obviously I'm wearing the hat. I'm a fan. But this is, I think, at this point, the best the Rangers have been, especially in this time to play the Caps. This is probably the most confidence I would have. Not to say that I am overly confident that they're going to win. The Capitals are a really hard team, and obviously over the course of the year, divisionally, I think I think what are they 10 and 10, 10 and 9 in divisional games.
Divisional play.
The Rangers are. They're just above 500 sort of deal. So they haven't been great in divisional
10 and
play.
9, yeah.
10 and 9.
Yeah.
So and I don't even know. Let's see what the regular season series is at for the.
No, it's 2-0.
It's 2-0.
Yeah. Remember 1-4 and 10-29. And they weren't really that close.
No, 5-3-7-4. But again, January 4th, no JT.
I remember that game.
Yeah.
ABC.
Not good, dude.
No.
So I don't know. I feel like the Rangers have that to their advantage. They can kind of catch the Caps by surprise.
Yeah.
So, again, it's not going to be an easy feat. You got to get through a lot. But, I mean, the Rangers have more of an ability to score right now. So, and they played better defense. So, let's fucking go. The 2-game win streak, Capitals, yes, they beat Ottawa, but that took them to a shootout. Ottawa's a team that's, acting like they're a little tough to put away. That's what the Rangers need. It's about setting that tone off the first couple minutes. So,
yeah.
let's fucking go, dude.
Yeah, so that'll be exciting to watch. 7:30 on TNT. And then, like I said, you have that doubleheader with the Maple Leafs and Golden Knights and a few other games on ESPN+.
Tommy Donovan says he was pretty choked up in the post-game interview. I'm not sure who he was talking about. Maybe McDavid?
Wait, McDavid, but why?
Because they lost and he was tight.
You really think?
I don't know. I don't know what Tommy was referring to. It was
I'm
a
sure
little
he'll-
bit-
he'll-
I'm sure
he'll
he'll
let us know.
elaborate, dude. Yes. Matthew Ryan, by the way, says Devils will be in the playoffs. Rangers won't make it.
I mean, listen, the Devils are in a good spot there in third. I think
Better
they
than
have
Rangers'
a
spot.
4-point lead over Columbus for that third spot in the Metropolitan. But, I mean, you keep losing games, that lead can shrink very quickly.
Yeah, let's see what Jack Hughes is up to. I'm listening. You're 4-6 in your last 10. This is the time to be winning games, not
Deciding on whether
losing
to have
games.
surgery or play through injury.
Wow, dude. Hughes suffers apparent serious injury. Let's say this is from NJ.com, reliable source here. True, New Jersey. It says this is updated literally 8:46 a.m. this morning. Matthew Ryan, Vegas Golden Knights career Jack Eichel. Yes, checks. Yeah, we saw that. We know that. And you have to subscribe. So never mind.
So that's all you got.
That's all I got. Injury. That fucking sucks. Let's see what the New York Times is saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to subscribe to them as well.
Yeah, this is the Athletic. But then it's
Oh, this is
free,
The Athletic.
but then you have to register the paywalls, Tony.
Kind of ridiculous, dude.
And
We're bringing you free stuff here. DTV Sports Skeeta, dude.
Pierre LeBrun.
Pierre Lebrun speculates the Jersey Devils trade deadline outlook after of using Jack Hughes' $8 million cap hit after potential major injury. Let's see. This was also at 11:21. 11:21. Oh, GMT, whatever the fuck that time is. New Jersey Devils, Golden Knights. Devils are awaiting medical updates before making trade decisions. Use that long term. They could place him on long term IR, which would free up $8 million of cap space. Which honestly, dude, would be huge help to the Devils.
Yeah, because they can acquire someone.
They can acquire someone, and then come playoff time, there is no cap
It's crazy. That just seems like a big loophole.
loophole. It
no?
does. Because I forget what some other team. Vegas has done that. Tampa Bay did that. I think with Kucherov.
Kachuk can do it. Tommy
Kachuk
was
can do it
talking
with
about.
Florida. That's right,
Yeah.
dude. So it should be interesting to see. And again, especially if Hughes ends up being, I'll decide to put through the injury. But like, what the fuck is the injury, dude?
Yeah, no, it's the typical hockey though, where you have no idea.
Yeah, you have no idea, dude. Jack, I just don't understand.
But you just want some clarification here.
2 days ago, 1 day ago. Again, anything that's updated from recently. Yard breaker. Devils ready to take a swing. Blah, blah, blah. This is the same shit, dude. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
I guess we'll have to find out.
Brock
Brock
Nelson.
Nelson.
Oh wow, dude.
Okay. I mean, it's been a tough time.
Interesting.
You
Yeah, yeah,
understand that, from that regard.
Yeah, but big win.
Big win.
Big win.
Yeah, hanging on
He
by
had
a
2
thread.
goals. He's old.
Yeah.
Light is trying
He's
to see
tired.
a little dim at the end of the tunnel, dudes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's tired. You're gonna go to the range later.
How you feeling? Are you a little tired still because no coffee, or?
Yeah, a little tired, dude. Just
Yeah.
because I the past couple of days I haven't woke up as early as I wanted to.
Okay.
So today I made myself get out of bed
and
earlier.
it's just kind of annoying the run or no?
The run, yes, dude. The warmer weather felt good. But it is just like annoying, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
And the Matthew Ryan continuing saying, for me not to worry about the Devils, your team is in the dumps. I mean, not in the dumps quite.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah,
we're
really,
in a
dude.
playoff spot. I mean, I know it's been a disappointing season overall, but JT Miller, new life this year. That is for certain. Tony.
Honestly, and you should worry about the Jets, the Devils rather, because they're
Devils.
playing the Jets next. They're on a back-to-back losing streak. They've been losing every other game, dude. As I mentioned, 4-6 in the last 10. Their best player is out. They have to make a move if Jack Hughes is gonna be out long term. They need somebody else, dude. You're in the dumps, Matthew Ryan.
But yeah, I mean, enough of that nonsense. I think it would be time, Tony, to do a Wednesday edition of the Frozen Frenzy, brought to you by the Hirsch Law Firm.
Right you are, Brian. Let's get right into this. You mentioned the 5-pack, and we have some good games here for you tonight, dude. It is a 5-pack. We'll start off 7:30, okay, dude, in the time slot here of Chicago, the United Center. Blackhawks hosting the Senators here. Ottawa coming in here at minus 225. The Blackhawks, who I guess had that surprising win against LA, are in here plus 190. Over-under is 5.5. I mentioned the last two games, back-to-back wins, Ducks, Kings, outscoring their opponents 11-4. Senators here have lost 4 of their last 5. What do you got, dude?
Yeah, it's one of those things I like doing the Blackhawks in the the upset spot, but I just feel like it's not going to be tonight, unfortunately, especially because we want Ottawa to lose as much as possible. But I think we're going to see Ottawa win this one handily. I think this is a 5-2 hockey game. So give me Ottawa and the over.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Ottawa's struggling without Tkachuk here, because he's been kind of out day to day as well. I guess why not? It says he'll be back in the lineup today, so why not, dude? Give me Ottawa Senators. Ullmark, 4th shutout of the year. Why not? Keeping it tidy. Maybe Josh Norris with a goal for Ottawa, and why not Brady as well? 24th of the year. Senators win 2-0 Ottawa and the under here. Let's go now. Next game also in 7:30 time slot. Our final 7:30 time slotted game. We're going to be at MSG, baby. The Rangers taking on Washington. The Rangers plus 105 on the money line. Home dogs, dude. Just the way we like it. Over under is 5.5. Rangers looking for their first victory against the Caps. I mentioned the Rangers, who won 4 out of the last 5 games, are looking to be playing their best hockey of the season right now. Capitals lost 3 of the last 5. Ovi, the goals, yes, not the career year, but the career season, honestly, for the Capitals right now. What do you got?
The Rangers recently, a lot of their wins, or 3 out of their last 4 wins anyway, have been where their defense has been stout. I mean, their last 3 wins, outscoring the opponent 13-1. So I think they will give us some goals in this one, as riled as I was for the shutout by Igor last time and the back-to-back off of quick shutout. I think this is a higher scoring game. I think it's an overtime game, and who else but JT Miller, the game winner. So I'm going to say it's a 5-4 Ranger victory in overtime.
Wow, dude. An OT winner for JT. Talk about putting a little cherry on top of his season so far with the Rangers. Will it go overtime? I could see it. But I don't know. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say this is a regulation victory by the Rangers. I think Caps taken by surprise. And maybe they don't really even want to play the Rangers right now, because they're like, you know what, dude? Well, maybe let them do their thing. They come out. We'll figure out. Maybe we'll see them in the playoffs. Whatever, though. I see the Rangers come out early and often, surprise the Caps, get them sleeping, back on their heels. Early goal. Mika Zibanejad setting that tone, dude. I'd love to see a Panarin goal as well. I do think JT maybe doesn't score a goal, but has 3 assists. 2 of them coming in 5-on-5 play, 1 of them in the power play unit. And I say maybe Will Cooley with a goal as well. I think scoring bonanza here, to be honest. And if not Will Cooley, Matt Rempe, maybe a tip and goal. He deserves a couple of fights for him as well. Maybe him and Tom Wilson go at it. And who knows, dude? Maybe Matt Rempe has his first career Gordie Howe hat trick tonight, dude. Rangers go on to win this game 5-2, baby. It's Rangers and it's the over. Let's keep chugging along here. And we're going to go late night, 10 o'clock p.m. The Vegas Golden Knights taking on Toronto Maple Leafs. Las Vegas here, minus 155 on the money line, over under 6.5. Vegas playing great hockey, so the Maple Leafs. Both teams winning 4 of their last 5 games. Maple Leafs back in late November shut out the Golden Knights 3-0. Since then, both teams have been doing way better since that time of the year. What do you got in this game, dude?
Yeah, I mean, I like the over here. I think this is a high-scoring game, a lot of offensive firepower, Tony. And I think this is similar to the Ranger game. I think overtime, but let's take it a step further. Let's say 6-5. And we are going to see Jack Eichel find the back of the net in overtime. So we're going to go Knights in the over. Very stout at home.
Very stout. I like that call here. Could be a Stanley Cup matchup here. Who knows?
But it's a Maple Leafs, so
probably not. Both teams are having great regular seasons. Obviously, you know about the firepower, Brian. And I love the OT call. What'd you say, 5-4?
6-5.
6-5. I'm going to go 5-4. Overtime winner. As Mitch Marner once did it against the Rangers this season, he'll do it again here in Las Vegas. Scoring blackjack, dude. Maple Leafs and the over, dude. Next game, last game, also 10:30. Also in the vicinity of Las Vegas, we're in LA. Do the Kings hosting the St. Louis Blues? Kings minus 165. Over under is 5.5. Kings, honestly, on a little bit of a schneid, lost 4 in a row, most recently to Chicago, even to St. Louis themselves, being outscored these past 4 games. What is that? 16-19-6, dude. Bounce back win here at home with the Kings, maybe?
Yes. One of the better home teams in the league. Obviously tough with the 4-game losing streak, Tony. But I think this is where bygones be bygones. The Kings back at it.
Here we go.
Say, forget the last 4. Let's think about all these wins we've had in front of the faithful at Crypto.com. So I think this is actually a rout. I think they're tight. They're embarrassed. And I'm going to say the Quentin Byfield hat trick, Tony. We haven't said that too often.
That's right.
I'm going to say 6-2, even the Kings in the over.
I love that call there, dude. You know, they are on a 4-game losing streak. You mentioned the great home winning streak, home record, I should say. 3 of the last 4 losses came on the road. So think about that, dude. The Kings back at home, the revenge spot. I love it. Byfield hat trick, interesting. I say Drew Doughty, 2 goals, 2 assists, routing the Kings to a 4-1 victory over the Blues. Binnington goes home crying.
And no, we have one more game, Ducks.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. You're making me seem like I'm off the...
Oh, that's right, dude. Another
You
10:30
skipped,
game,
dude.
dude.
Skipped
Damn
that
it,
time,
dude. The Ducks, too, have been doing well. Visiting Vancouver, the Canucks, that is. Anaheim coming in, even though they've been doing well right now the past couple games. Plus 180 on the money line could be some value for a Canucks team that has struggled here this season. Over-under is 5.5. I mentioned the Ducks with Zegras back. I guess he's back tonight. After the suspension. That's going to be pretty sick, dude. Canucks losing back-to-back games against Anaheim a few days ago, and then Seattle as well. We know about that. And Canucks lost 4 of the last 5 games here. The Ducks maybe heating up, possibly. What do you got, upset here in Vancouver? Come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
I had to go with Vancouver, and I hate to say it. I know I said Coover probably, but whatever. Even though I guess that's how you say it, but Cooper, maybe that was more like it was. Anyway, not to put the sword in, because I know we're riled about JT, but I think Philip Hedl, Tony.
Wow.
4 points in this one. He had 5 the other night. 2 goals, 2 assists. I think the Ducks, tired legs, the travel, the border patrol.
Dude.
I think it's a beatdown. I think it's 5-1. So give me the Canucks, and that would be the under?
5-1 would be the over.
In the over. Canucks in the over.
Oh, my goodness. You massacred my boy. I'm going to go with the Ducks. Godfather?
You're out.
Come on, dude.
I haven't seen it.
You ever seen The
whole
Godfather?
thing. I just saw him coked out at the end dying, but that was
Oh, my God.
Tony Montana.
What the? You think it's Scarface? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, that's a different movie.
The
Oh,
Godfather.
Yeah. I was thinking of Scarface. Yeah.
Oh.
So I haven't seen it. You're right.
Oh, jeez, dude. Okay. Oh, give me the Ducks here. Troy Terry, dude. Zegras back tonight. Zegras. Trevor back tonight. Frankie V, all with goals. I say they rout the Ducks. I would say 3 goals come in unanswered in the third period to rout the Ducks 5-3 over the Canucks. Complete collapse. Quinn Hughes possibly once out, dude. Who knows what's going to happen there. Canucks lose their 3rd in a row. The Ducks improved to 28-26-7 with this victory. Ducks and the over, Brian.
And just like that, that is your Wednesday Frozen Frenzy, brought to you by the Hearst Law Firm. A nice little 5-pack. Obviously,
That is sweet,
emphasis on your New York Rangers. JD in attendance as
That's
well.
sick,
so
dude. Good for him.
I'm sure he'll be jacked up.
Oh, yeah, he better be jacked up.
So I think that's going to be the game. Well, even that's pushing 7:30 by the time the puck drops, 7:40 something. Because the UConn game is not until 8:30, Tony.
You're
so
gonna
by
be sleeping.
then I might be sleeping. The melatonin, you never know.
Really, the melatonin, huh?
But UConn, I was surprised to see this. I mean, I know they won the last time these two teams played. But Marquette ranked, UConn unranked, but UConn at home, 4.5-point favorites here. Obviously looking to build off the momentum. They've won 3 out of their last 4. Obviously, just the tough loss there to St. John's by 14 at the Garden, but pretty strong victories against Georgetown and Providence. Step up in competition here, though, against Marquette, who's won 4 out of their last 5. But the wins coming against Georgetown, Providence, Seton Hall, and DePaul. So again, a step up in competition for them. And I think that is it that Cam Jones? Okay, no, he is playing. Okay, I think he was injured at some point, but he is playing. But they're saying UConn 61.7% chance of winning this game.
They're saying
Total set at 144.5. And that's interesting. I mean, you compare that to the last couple of games, and that's went under and over once. So I guess I'm going to say, probably a tight game. Wouldn't be surprised if Marquette ends up covering the 4.5. But I just think, you're going to see Wilt Chamberlain, oh no, that's Terrace Reed, Michael Budka, have a 20-point, 10-rebound, 5-block game, setting the tone, and then, solo ball, Caravan, McNeely, I think they'll each pitch in as well, probably around 15 points or so.
Coming in
so heavy from the starters, not so much from the bench. Maybe Diarra pitches in with another 7 or 8 assists. But this is a big game. You want some momentum going into the Big East tournament, next weekend. And I think that's exactly what you're going to get. So give me the Huskies here. Give me the over. And I'm going to say they win 78 to 74. So just not covering. How many is Marquette winning by, Tony?
Listen, UConn playing their best ball as of late right now.
Backs against
dude.
the wall.
Backs against the wall. Again, Reed kind of has like this newfound confidence and Chamberlain. Yeah, I guess you can compare it to that if you really want to, Michael Buckta. But yeah, dude, I guess give me UConn. I say UConn, and I say they cover. To be honest,
There we go. I love it.
dude, I think they do come out the gate hot, which they have before, but they limit turnovers. They limit points that they give up off of turnovers as well, which has been a little bit of an issue for them this season. I say they win this game. I'm gonna say 79 to 73.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So 79 to 73
That's the
would be
over.
the over as well.
That's
okay,
right.
So 2 overs. But I think Marquette just sliding in with the spread, and you have UConn with the spread, but we both have the Huskies outright. So that's going to be a big one. 8:30, Gamble Pavilion. Always nice to get that
Huge game for them, dude.
on campus feel. It's a whiteout as well. Another whiteout there.
Love that.
So I'm sure Hurley's going to be going nuts. So that one's on FS1 later. And then really, other than that, I know Michael Butka kind of touched on it before. You did have the Lakers 136-115 over the Pelicans. LeBron reaching the 50,000 point mark. Only player in NBA history to do so.
Crazy.
And just continuing a run for the ages at the age of 40. 34 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 of 10 from three-point range. And Luka with one of his best games as a Laker. 30 points, 15 assists, 8 rebounds, and he joined a list of only 4 Lakers ever to have 30 points and 15 assists, and I think it was Magic Johnson, LeBron, and Jerry West, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if Kobe had the 15 assists, but I did see that on Twitter earlier. So, that pairing's working out quite well. Even Jackson Hayes had a 19-point, 10-rebound, double-double. I mentioned that they were without Rui Hachimura, as well as it looks like Austin Reeves didn't play in this one. But you had Dalton Knecht with 13 points. So good to get him going again. It's the Pelicans, but the Lakers are in that 2 seed and look like they're ready to go. The Knicks did fall to the Warriors last night, 114-102 at the Garden. And they played this game, without Karl Anthony Towns, which is a big loss. Mitchell Robinson, I think it was the second game back, 7 points, 5 rebounds in 15 minutes. So pretty good production for limited minutes. And then OG Anunoby led the way there with 29 points. And for the Warriors, they've been red hot since acquiring Jimmy Butler. Steph Curry, 28 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, and Jimmy Butler also with 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So, Lakers, Warriors, 2 teams that you weren't really thinking, for title contention, really up until, the last few weeks. But it does seem like now they are working themselves into that conversation. And, you look at the standings here, the Warriors are up to 6th, and, are 3 games back of 5th and 4.5 back of getting a home court first round matchup. So West is loaded. You got OKC, Lakers, Denver, Memphis, Houston, Golden State, and then in the play-in scenario, you have Minnesota, Sacramento, Clippers, and Dallas. Obviously, Dallas in shambles now, though, with the Kyrie injury. And then the Knicks right now are in 3rd, 3.5 games up on the Bucks, and 3 games back of Boston for 2nd. So outside chance that they could overtake them, which would be big just for that series in terms of a home court. I don't know if that'll happen. But they're obviously hoping for Towns to get right soon. And it looks like we had one more coming here.
Yes, I think we did, dude. Looks like it's from Anthony Matariello. And he says, Matthew Ryan still owes me steak dinner from losing his bet last season.
And I'm sure we're not going to get a comment back from that one.
Probably not, dude.
But, I mean, that's really where we're at. I do know that in about 7 hours' time, another rendition of the Gaming Corner, The Last of Us, PS4 gameplay and reactions, as well as classic playthrough and discussions. Matthew Gabriel already
reading
commenting.
the title, dude. Yeah, dude. We are doing Game Corner tonight, 7 p.m. Little switch up though with the game, to be honest, dude. We're actually gonna play Tony Hawk now. I'm gonna switch up.
Switch it up.
They actually just announced that they're gonna be re-releasing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 for the PlayStation 5. So we're playing 1 and 2 that they had already released for the PS4.
Gotcha.
So we play that, dude. Great game, great soundtrack. I don't know if you ever kind of meandered over there to Tony Hawk.
I swear to God, probably the last time that I played Tony Hawk was probably 1998.
Really?
I did play it though at some point on like a Sega system or something.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Genesis.
Not really a huge fan. Or?
Fine. I think it just you gotta kind of know the controls, right?
Yeah,
kinda
no,
like
it is very much so. Yeah, exactly.
Of action sports.
Especially the earlier ones, like you're on the board the whole game. Like the newer ones, you're able to walk around, get off your board and walk, so it'd be easier just to navigate a map. You know? meander around, dude. So it should be dope, dude. I'm actually really stoked. I haven't played it since a couple of years at least for me, and it's always a great game, dude. Very nostalgic.
Joey
dude.
Greenwood coming in?
Joey Greenwood producing, yes.
Okay. Michael?
No, Michael will be out tonight,
Michael
dude.
out tonight,
Which is why we
okay.
did the little switch up, because The Last of Us needs to be here, storyline, be on the same
okay,
page.
because Last of Us is basically like Red Dead, where it's just campaign.
Exactly.
Was there ever like online play with that or no?
Yeah, dude. And I actually really enjoyed it. It reminded me of Gears of War because it's third person a little bit.
Gotcha.
And the mechanics were the same deal, where like you're mashing A to sprint, you're hide behind cover, So it played just like Gears. I really enjoyed it.
But do they ever keep like the online play for these old games on the old systems or no?
They do, but it's like they don't really monitor the servers, so people are hacking shit now.
Because
and
weren't
it's
you
like,
playing Call of Duty on like PS3?
Yeah, it was.
I
And
can't believe that that's still up and running.
I know, no, it's crazy because they do eventually close them. Like they closed the Halo 2 servers down, whatever. But again, it's like people who can hack or like mod themselves, and no one is really monitoring. So like people are invisible, and you're like, what the fuck, dude?
Dude, people with Halo and Gears of War used to be so obsessed with the glitches.
Oh yeah,
It's like that's
the
sick,
glitches, dude. Sick,
like
dude.
we just like play straight up. I don't know.
Yeah, really. Like, wow, you're like outside the map and you're killing me. This is great, dude.
No, you can't get me out here. Dude.
Yeah, dude, it's so sick, man.
But yeah, so that's gonna be something to look forward to. 7 sharp. I'm sure Tony will be providing Ranger updates as
dude.
night moves along. But yeah, here we are, another great show today. Really appreciate everybody who tuned in and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jane Costume, the merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, enjoy Gaming Corner. Let's go Rangers! And we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.